Hey everyone, so today I am going to be doing a tutorial swatch review kind of video on the Kylie / KOURT collection. So Kourtney Kardashian collaborated with Kylie Jenner and created a few palettes. I received these like last week. I've just been away, so this is the first thing I'm filming as I get back, so I'm really excited to try it out. The palettes look beautiful. There's two of them, and then here is another one. So I'm going to try these, and then there are also 3 lip colors which I'll swatch each of these on the lips for you as well, and I'll just let you guys know what the quality is like, because I know some people think, you know, like the quality for Kylie Cosmetics can be quite hit or miss. I think so. Like, there are definitely some products I like love, and then there's others I'm kind of like you know, so I'm gonna let you know what I think of this. So the 3 palettes I believe on the website are just called like the blue palette, the pink palette, and the green palette. So I'm just gonna kind of try a little bit of everything, I reckon. I have no idea what kind of look I'm gonna go for, but whatever. The actual packaging of these, like, kind of tacky. It's a plastic, and I don't know, just in the pastel colors I feel like it looks a little bit tacky. But at the end of the day, like, I don't know. I just thought it was something I should mention. And then there's like this little glittery kind of strip around the eyeshadows, which I think is kind of cute. Again, not sure if it's tacky or not. I guess it's up to you guys whether you think it's tacky or not. They do feel quite like, you know, plasticky and clunky. I did notice straight away that this little eyeshadow right here is kind of like falling out at the corner. You can see the pan's kind of coming out. So I'm just going to push it in and it's all good now. So there you go. Just thought I would mention that. And then yeah, here is the other one as well. So that's that packaging. However, I do really like how these are like full-size maroon here, really good for traveling. It is very lightweight and compact, nice and slim. So yeah, those are all good things, and not that this matters, but I love the outer boxes. So this one's got little lips all over it. This one has like a kind of water print. I love the color. And then this pink one's kind of like a palm tree iridescent box. Not like the boxes really matter, but I just really like those. These go for $24 US, and how much product do you get? You get 1.8 grams. There's 4 of them. 4 times 0.06 ounces. Okay, anyway, I just want to jump in and get started. So I'm just gonna, like I said, use a little mixture of all of them, and I'm going to use them with no primer today, just so we can see how they perform like alone. Typically, I do quite like Kylie's eyeshadow palettes. However, I've only really tried her original like 9-pan square palettes. I haven't actually tried any of her like limited edition holiday ones, I don't think. And I'm also going to try these as highlighters too, because some of these colors look amazing for highlighters. I don't know what you guys think, but we're going to give it a go. So straight off the bat, I'm going to use a tulip crease brush, and I'm going to go into this palette here, the green one, and go for this color. It's like a cool tone kind of taupe shade, like a matte shade, and I'm going to pop that straight in the crease. That's how it blends. It's blending easily, and it's a really nice kind of shadow shade. Like, that made no sense. It looks like a shadow, you know, like it's a very good like contouring kind of color. This particular color is quite smooth. I did notice there was a little bit of fallout that kind of fell down here. Other than that, yeah, they're easy to blend. Pigmentation's decent. I don't think it's like incredible pigmentation, but let's go in with one more layer. In saying that, I'm not really taking a lot on my brush, because I do usually prefer to kind of layer eyeshadows anyway, because I get nervous just going in with heaps of product, but they layer up really well. Like, that color buffs out so beautifully. You can see how like blended that is. I'm going to take this shade here and just kind of like, actually I'm going to take a fluffier blender brush and put that in the crease as well, just to kind of warm up the eye a little bit. This color is definitely quite powdery in the pan. So let's see what happens. This is a firm blender brush this time. Ooh, it's a lovely shade. I feel like this one's actually more pigmented. I don't know if it's just me or not. Could be. I'm also going to just bring this down on that lower kind of like outer third a little. Okay, so that color is really nice. Just definitely a lot more powdery, so make sure you tap off your brush first so you don't get any fallout. In terms of the actual like palettes, like this one here reminds me of, was it like the Christmas palette they did, or Kylie did? I don't know if I'm making any sense. Like, that's the vibes I get from this. Like, I look at this palette and I don't really think I would create many looks from this personally. Like, I wouldn't really gravitate towards a quad of this color scheme. If these colors were in a palette with like, you know, 6 other colors, then yeah, definitely. But I feel like these 4 colors together, like you can create different looks with it, but I still don't feel like it's that versatile. This palette here, I feel like would be really useful if they come out well as highlighters, but as just like a single palette, once again, like they're kind of just accent colors. You can't really create a lot of different looks with this one palette. This one here is probably my favorite because I feel like you've got a little bit more versatility. There's 2 mattes and 2 shimmers. You know, like obviously with any quad, you're very limited to what kind of looks you can create. But I think in terms of like one look, like a complete palette look, this is probably the easiest to create something with. This is going to be very bold, and then the other one is just like a whole lot of pale shimmer. So, I don't know how I feel. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of quads as it is, if you know what I mean. Like, I prefer like a bigger eyeshadow palette. That's just my personal preference. So now I am taking on a pencil brush the shade Just Hair. This color doesn't look as powdery as the one next to it. Like you can see how much powder is kicked back on that pan just there. That's after I already blew it off as well. So just something to keep in mind. Personally, it doesn't actually bother me that much, like when an eyeshadow is powdery, because I just tap off my brush, but it's just something I want to mention to you. This color here is so pigmented and beautiful. It's so even as well. Like sometimes you get a dark color like this and they can be quite patchy, whereas I feel like that's going on really, really nice. Man, I just had a coffee because I'm so tired. We've just been away the whole weekend, like house hunting and stuff. And I'm so exhausted, even though all I did was just drive and, I don't know, go in houses. Like it's silly. I don't know about you guys, like do any of you have like a kind of road-based job? Because I just find, like, I love driving, but I find it exhausting. Like, it really takes it out of you, even though, like, you're kind of not doing much. Like, you are, because you're concentrating, but do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, ugh. I'm currently drinking my feijoa smoothie as well, which I'm very psyched about. I vlogged it if you want to see the recipe. It's so good. It's like honey and feijoa and delicious. Okay, anyways, so now I'm going to take that crease brush I used just before and just go in and soften those edges a little. That color blends out so easy. Look at that. You barely even have to like wiggle. I'm very impressed with that color. I'm liking those. Now let's do this side. See, like this side I didn't tap off the brush and I got fallout, so definitely be careful. I'm just using a nice big fan brush and you can just flick it off. It's not that much of a major, but it is still annoying, especially if you haven't set your foundation yet. It can like smudge, but luckily I have. And then I'm going back in with my pencil brush just to kind of add one more layer and just deepen up the deepest part once again. You can go back in and blend again. Hopefully this tutorial will be helpful if you did pick up any of the palettes. Let me know down below, comment down below, pause the video, comment, and let me know what you guys think of this collection. Like, were you like stoked with it? Do you love the palettes? Do you think something similar to me, like do you think they could have created like a bigger palette and, you know, utilized more color combinations, or do you like the quad idea? I'm quite curious to find out what you guys think. So there's those colors there. I don't think I'm gonna reach for this palette again like in this video, and honestly I'm just not blown away by the colors. Like it's cool to have a red because reds are quite rare to find, but at the same time like the green's beautiful. I feel like it's the kind of palette, like, you know, if there was another row of colors it could have been a lot better, but these 4 colors you're very restricted, you know, and I'd still want other colors to pair with this. I wouldn't just use this, I'd also have to go into different palettes. That's enough. I know I've said that like 8 times in different ways, so let's move on. I'm definitely going to try some of these shades on my brow bone, inner corner and stuff like that. So let's go in with the gold just because it's looking very intense sitting there by himself. Like the pigmentation is definitely there. And keeping in mind I have no base on, so let's see what the pigmentation's like. I've got it in an eyeshadow brush. Let's put that. Ooh, I'm not like sticking to my eyelid very evenly. Like, I mean, it is now that I'm going back in and in and in, but first pass was not good. Like, it's definitely buildable. It's actually better with your finger. I feel like the eyeshadow brush is not picking it up well. Like, it's just not transferring onto the tool very well. And even then, like, the coverage is not that good. The color itself is beautiful, but I'm not sure about that quality though. If you hear any weird noises, by the way, it's my elbows rubbing the table. Someone like sent me a video saying like, I heard that, Shannon. I'm like, it's my table. Okay, not blown away with that shade so far. I'm just gonna like go in a few times with my finger, but this is like a lot of work. The mattes are way better so far, but let's try some of these shimmers. This color here looks so beautiful, but I don't feel like that's gonna go with the gold. So let's maybe do this one. It's like a pale kind of champagne gold. I'm gonna wipe off my eyeshadow brush and try the same brush. Am I the only one that this is happening to? I mean, it's probably not as bad as the darker gold, but I'm sorry, I expect more. If buildable is your game with eyeshadows, then yeah, it's buildable. But I prefer to take a eyeshadow that's pigmented and just apply a little bit at a time and build it up that way, rather than it actually just being not that pigmented to start with. I'm gonna go in with this shade here, which actually looks stunning. Let's swatch it. Like, that looks so pretty. I'm gonna take a little bit less than that and kind of just pack some on top just to create a nice gradient effect. Yeah, these ones are definitely very powdery as well. I'm kind of disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I definitely think her 9-pan palettes that I've used in the past are a better quality than these. I'm gonna take some of that gold color and attempt to put it just underneath here. I'm interested to see what you guys think. If any of you guys have tried this already, because I know they've already shipped out some, you know, like they've already been launched. Let me know if you guys have received yours yet, and if you agree or disagree with me, like, I'm interested. And then I'm gonna take that other shimmery color. It's like a pinkier one. It's almost got like a blue reflect or something to it. It's quite silvery, bluish. I don't know if this, honestly, no, let's not do that. I'm gonna take this one again and put that on my brow bone. I was gonna use the pinky one, but I think it'll kill it. It's nice for a brow bone highlight. Like, it's that right amount of shimmer where you don't really want something like uber intense under your eyebrow. So I do like it for under the brow, but on the lid, it's a different story, just because I feel like when it's on your eyelid, you want it to be intense, you know, you don't want it to be quite subtle. So even the inner corner, like, that's not bright enough for me for an inner corner highlight. I would prefer something brighter. It's very subtle. I'm just gonna do my eye makeup real quickly, my lashes, liner, and all of that kind of thing, and I'll be right back. We'll try it on the cheekbones, and then let's swatch all of the lipsticks. So my eyeliner went a bit crooked, but this is how the eyes look now. The lashes are some I'm figuring out for XO Beauty, so stay tuned. Okay, let's try out some eyeshadow on our cheekbones just to see what they look like as a highlighter. I do want to say though, like, if you can see up here, this color, like when I've been blinking and like looking up and stuff, the gold is actually transferred a bit. Like, it's very powdery. I don't know why I'm using this brush in my crease, but I am. It's just quite odd how like the shimmers just don't stick, and they're really like transferring into my crease. Now, it is important to remember I did not use an eye primer, but I like to try out stuff like this without an eye primer, because I don't believe you should have to use an eye primer. I think an eye primer is one of those things like that's a nice addition to really like make stuff even better, but they should be good alone as well. So I'm going into the pink palette, and I'm going to take, I guess, just that light golden color. I feel like that's probably the best for my complexion right now. I'm gonna use it on a small face brush, XO Beauty. I'm nervous because I know the shimmers are very fallouty and intense, but let's go for it. Sorry, my music's like kind of loud in the background. Hopefully you can't hear that. I actually prefer these as highlighters, to be honest. I think it's pretty. It is shimmery, but it's still pretty. I'm gonna take a little bit right on the tip of my nose. Is this meant? I'm sure this is like an eyeshadow palette, right? Like, I looked on the website and it said eyeshadows, but it does say pressed powder palette, so I'm sure you could like use them as highlight, like, you know, you can use highlighters, I mean eyeshadows as highlighters, who cares? It's just that it's not gonna last you very long because it's teeny. See, I like this. I like that look. It's shimmery, yes, but I just love the color. I'm gonna go into the green palette and use that red as a blush. Could be a huge mistake. So I've got it on a dense fiber brush. I'm just going to, ooh, yeah, that was intense. This is pigmented. Just buff that in. Just a note as well, like, this shimmer just goes everywhere. Once again, I don't really care, but just a note for you. So that's how it looks. If you look up close on my face, you can actually see like the little shimmers just kind of like flick around everywhere. But it still looks really pretty, I think. It's very blinding. It is shimmery. I don't normally go for this kind of look, but I still like it, to be honest. Like, I like the color. So for something more blinding, like, I could definitely see myself using this. But could I see myself actually just keeping these palettes in general? Probably not, because I just feel like I would never reach for them. If they were, like I said, a more complete look, maybe. I'm just not huge into quartz, like I said anyway. So now let's try out the lipsticks. So we have 3 different lipsticks. These are the velvet, nice reading Shen, velvet liquid lipsticks. The packaging is cute. It's just like, I don't know, holographic, bit of iridescent in there. We have the shades French Kiss, Red, and Mini. So let's go ahead and unbox them. Ooh, that's quite cute. It's got like a pink metallic lid and writing on it. It says KOURT. I do like this formula. It's probably one of my favorites by Kylie, the velvet liquid lipsticks. They dry quite matte, but they don't feel as drying as her traditional ones. You get 3 grams of product for $16 US. Just to compare, in this MAC liquid lipstick you get 5 ml, so you actually get quite a lot less, like almost half, into this one. Even though it looks way bigger, it's actually got like quite a small amount of product in there. And in Anastasia Beverly Hills you get 3.2 gram, so only a little bit more in this one. The colors look so pretty. Oh look, they've got different colored lids. So you've got the pink one, the green one, and the blue one, which is quite cool. I mean, this looks kind of weird, like the color combo, but whatever floats your boat. So this is like a bright orange color I love. This one here is like a muted kind of peachy pink, and then this one is a nude. So let's try them all on. First up is the shade of French Kiss. You can see how pigmented they are, like they just glide on. There is basically no streakiness whatsoever, and it's nice and easy to apply. I do love the applicator. It's nice and small so you can get a nice sharp line, and that is the French Kiss shade, so I like it. I think it's pretty. It's just the perfect kind of peachy nude, and it goes really nicely with this oh, I just dinged it on my lip. It goes really nicely with this makeup in general, so yeah, I like that. Next up we have Mini, which is like the muted kind of peachy pink shade. Oh, that's so nice. It's so muted. That's such a stunning color. Once again, extremely comfortable. The scent smells kind of sweet, but it's not super like in your face. I can barely smell it once it's applied. It's just while I'm putting it on kind of thing. This color is stunning. I feel like it'll look great on medium skin tones. My kind of skin tone looks nice. Deep skin tones, perhaps like a nice kind of peachy, paler color. I think it's a beautiful undertone. I definitely still think I would wear the nude more personally, but I do really like this. Like, it's a very nice, unique, kind of muted, I don't know, it looks deeper on your lips once you put it on than what you would imagine. So I like it. I think it's pretty. And the third and final shade is called Rad. This one looks pretty cool. It's like a muted deep orange shade, which you guys know how much I love oranges, so I'm quite hyped about this one. Once again, it's very even and easy to apply. It's not streaky or anything like that, and very comfortable. All of them are basically the exact same, just different colors. This color on me looks almost red, but obviously a very orange toned red. I saw on Kourtney it looked more orange. You know, obviously it's going to depend on your skin tone. I feel like this would look just so amazing on medium, tan, deep skin tones. On me it's just an orangey red, which is fine, but you know, it's not really unique or anything. It's still stunning. I would still definitely wear this. Like, I think it's super bright and just flattering. I feel like these kind of colors suit everyone, so don't be scared of it. I just feel like I've probably got like a million other, I mean, to be honest, like same with this, like I've got a million colors, like, but I just love this. The formula though is amazing, so I'm definitely going to keep it. I can definitely imagine myself wearing all 3 of these shades. I think out of everything in the KOURT and Kylie collection, the lip colors are probably my favorite. I just find the eyeshadows a little bit hit and miss. Like, I like the mattes, don't really like the color combinations, don't really like the shimmers for eyeshadows. Like, it's just complicated. Whereas the lipsticks, they are good quality. Yeah, they're a bit expensive for the amount of product, but if that's what you're willing to pay, then, you know, the quality itself is really good. The colors are stunning, and yeah, that's my review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you agree or disagree, feel free to leave a comment down below with your own thoughts. This is just my own personal review. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. Hopefully you find, I can't speak. Hopefully you found the eyeshadow tutorial helpful as well. It's a nice, pretty, simple look, but who knows, if you needed some inspo, maybe it came in helpful. I don't know. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Don't forget to thumbs up.